Men's world. Well, just from the word itself, this is the show that gets you into the men's world, and I'm super excited that you had made time to join us this afternoon. My name is Ndanji Duncan Simanza, and of course, I'm joined by a panel of men. Hello, Mr. CH.
Hello, Ndanji. How are you?
Mr. Chongo.
Yes.
Pastor Derek.
Yeah.
There we go, James.
Yes.
Welcome to the program. Let's just get to the conversation.
Yeah.
We're streaming live on our Facebook page. Do send us your comment and contribution. Of course, men do send the comment and contribution, because this conversation is basically about what happens in the men's world.
Yeah.
And just let's kickstart. So the topic today, gentlemen. Of course, every time we're going to be having, every time on the show, each person from this panel will be suggesting a topic. I'm going first.
Okay.
And today our first topic is multiple sexual concurrent partners.
Multiple sexual concurrent partners.
MQI.
Wow. Okay, that's a very good topic. I'm sure we'll handle it very nice. Yeah. And it sounds very actual or real, because it's something that is happening.
Yeah, sure. Because I think this is a thing that's been happening right now. Like a lot of us men, when we have, like, let's say multiple of them, we feel as if we are real men.
But that's a real part of it.
No, man. Okay, here's the thing. Because here's the thing. Mostly, when I have more than two partners, like, I feel comfortable and I feel secure. Like, what if one leaves and stuff like that? But that's what really, that's what really is happening right now. Like, a lot of men.
I think, James, you have mentioned a very important aspect, and I think for us men, and I'm gonna, Pastor, forgive me, I'm gonna generalize this conversation.
It's reality.
As men, we find pride in dating more than one woman. Of course, it shouldn't be the case. There's so many things attached to it, but oftentimes we find pride in dating more than one woman. I think I recall very well back in university. I think most of the folks, guys, you find them with 4 girls, and then they will feel like, I'm the guy, I'm the man, and then if you're not dating, they'll think, this guy, is there a guy behind him?
I think one of the things that we always bypass, it's to understand your partner, because you can't have 4 when you don't understand all of them. You need to understand first of all, your goal. Why are you dating, and what is dating? For you to enter into a relationship, you can't just start dating when you don't even understand the dating part. Because mostly nowadays, when I say I'm dating this person, which means I'm engaging into sexual activities and whatnot. That is dating. It's no longer the part of escorting, stewardship. I take you from this gate to the other gate, but now it's we are found at a lodge, we are found at an apartment.
But Pastor Derek, before James come in, sorry, I think there's a concern from most men that we are searching for purpose in a woman. So the reason why we are shifting from one woman to the other is because we want to find purpose and meaning in that relationship. So you find them having 5 or 4 in the sole purpose to say, who is going to support, who can I find comfort in? And I feel like we blame men who do that most of the time. We don't think about why they're doing it.
That's not good.
It is not good, but why are they doing it?
I mean, just to add on also, it's a great, very nice topic, Ndanji, and it's good that we are all here. We are men. You mentioned there's multi in the topic, in today's topic. There's multi meaning many, plus times many. There you go. There's this in us men that we are the head. I can do whatever I want. I can go out with anyone I want to go out with. I can have as many as I want. I've got a friend of mine. He used to say he wants to beat the record of Solomon.
What?
Pastor Derek, I hope you're taking notes.
So we feel like I'm the man, I'm the head, and not the tail. I can do anything that I want. I'm the man, I'm the head. And the women should just listen to me. You know, should listen to me.
Okay, but I think that brings us.
That's what God does.
Yeah, sure. But that really brings us down to, let's say, if you're not content with what you have.
Yeah.
Mostly. Because here's the thing. I have a beautiful woman, right?
You
That's the
have
first-
in the
Okay,
actual
okay,
sense.
okay,
Are
sure.
you inciting? Is it a story? Maybe you're telling us.
No, okay, it's like
Is she beautiful?
Actually, yeah.
Are you content?
Yeah, I am like super content. But yeah, I found myself once in this situation where, like, okay, I was dating somebody, and as time went by, it began to fade. That the character, the behavior, and whatever. So it's like, all right, can I try and find somebody while I still have this one? Okay. From there on, and trying to search for somebody, I had two. Okay, and later it went on till I had a couple of them. Okay, so in that, and I got lost in feelings when it comes to that. Because here's the thing, there's a part that you love in this woman, and there's another part that you love from that other woman. But if you are content, you will find all those characteristics, components, I don't know what you can call them. Otsuma tonse, you will find them. You get the point. So, but the thing is this: if you're not, if okay, let me break it down like this. Okay, here we are men here. Okay, so so here's the thing. If you haven't reached the peak already, you say, okay, I think right now I need to settle down and I need to look for one partner, like one partner. Whatever happens, I'm gonna work things out with this person, and we go settle down. The reason why a lot of men like find themselves into multiple relationships is because of they are not yet ready to settle down. It's like
I don't agree. But you can finish. But I don't agree. But finish.
But yeah, so but that's how it is. That's how it is. Most of the men. Because when I made a decision, I was like, all right, I think I'm done with this. Right now, I need to settle down. Okay. Then I was like, okay, I had to relax, to step back. Okay. Step out of the scene first. Relax. Find yourself. Discover yourself. Okay. Who am I? What do I love? Okay. And who's gonna love me the way I am?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in fact, James, sorry, you've mentioned another aspect that I wanted just to shed more light. I can relate to the position where you are. I think back in the days, I think my girlfriend, if she's watching, she can testify. I can say it in public. Yes.
Sure.
I used to be a victim in a situation where I couldn't be content with one woman.
Okay.
And this is a real story, and I'm proud to share this because I'm now content with what I have. So initially, I think it took a lot of discipline and understanding that what I have, if I lost it, I think I will regret a lot. And just like, there's a checklist for every individual, for every man, there's a checklist. And out of 10, most of the times we find 5 aspects in that particular woman. And the other ones, we find them in a different, for those who are actually seeking more, they find it in a different part. And this is where we get to be entangled in. And for me, it took me a lot of pondering on the reality to say, what should I do moving forward? It took, I think my girlfriend, she's the most forgiving person I've ever met.
So you're a mess, right?
I'm a mess, and I can admit it. I'm a mess, but I can tell you,
a mess.
I'm not a mess, to be honest, right here on this platform, because definitely we are meant to be real. We're meant to be real on this platform. I'm not a mess, and I thank God where I am right now, because I think I've had a disciplined mind and overview in terms of how I need to manage my relationship, and I've gotten to accept the flaws of my girl, and I've gotten to learn to appreciate what she has and what she has to offer. And I think right now we are kicking it as good partners, which is a good thing.
So I think you brought out a point as well. Say your girl has some flaws, and you need to blend in when it comes to that. You know, we are different in it. We're different. Like you cannot be on the same, let's say a level, or probably with the same characteristics. In fact, so it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You know, so we have different parts, and that really blends us together. That's how it is. So mostly, I have my own flaws. My woman, she has her own flaws as well. So if we learn to understand ourselves when we fall, or maybe when we sleep, that really brings out, let's say, a wonderful love world, in fact. Because one thing is you fight today, tomorrow you go love them more than that.
But James, you're speaking as a person who is engaged. Sorry. Because even in marriages, Pastor, sorry, you can clarify if I'm wrong. I know Mr. Of course,
Yeah.
Mr. Chongo wants to come in at some point,
Yeah.
but you know for a fact, even in marriages, multiple sexual concurrent partners do happen,
Yeah.
and these are what is breaking homes. And I feel like, all in all, it comes back to what I did make mention. I
Yeah,
think
true.
people are still striving to find something different from the woman they have, not really appreciating the woman and the values that they have to offer in that particular relationship.
Yeah.
And this comes with training and precision within self and the partner that you are dating.
Yeah.
And I think in many relationships, especially in Zambia, we have seen a lot of relationship crumble based on, I want a better woman,
Yeah.
you know, or she's not my level anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I think that one, she's my level now, because I don't know where you met, but she comes your level.
Yeah.
You have struggled with this lady for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing the struggle because most of the time, men tend to leave women who they have struggled with because they have seen this shining gold armor, whatever,
Yeah.
and then they go into that. Mr.
Yeah.
Chongo, I don't want to break the ice.
Yeah, having multiple sexual partners, or biblically speaking, I'm not a pastor, but
biblically.
Pastor Dave will help me with this. Well, the Bible doesn't allow that.
Okay.
We are not supposed to have multiple partners. Like you were saying that you are seeking for something else in that other woman. Maybe that I'm married to this lady. She doesn't know how to cook. I'm married to her. Then I said,
But I had
since
some-
you don't know, I'll go to the other one.
Sorry,
No, I have to
sorry,
teach
sorry to
her
cut
how
you short, but I
cook
had
so that can be
something.
satisfied with her
Mr.
cooking.
Sage, but I heard something. I think it's in the Bible. It says, as long as you can take good care of them, you can marry or two.
I think that's the Old Testament.
By the way,
Pastor, wait.
Pastor, you know the other blame. Sorry,
Yeah.
the other blame also comes in marriages. What I've noticed, just me, I don't know because I'm not married. I don't have experience, but I'm speaking from what I've observed. You find that women sometimes tend to reduce in terms of how they take care of their men, and then they find another person who takes care of them better than their wife. I don't expect me as a married man go home and find no meal, and then when I go to a friend, somebody that maybe I'm even admired, but that's just a virtue of because I'm married,
Nancy,
that person cooks for me.
Nancy,
Good meal, by the way, matemeto meal.
Look at this. There's one aspect of Mr. Chongo is our elder. Yeah, he's been married for quite some time, more than some of us who are 4 years in. So one of the things I will tell you, especially biblically, it's not allowed, and the Bible prohibits to have multiple sexual partners. One of the things that you need to understand, as we sit here as men, and then also the viewers who are watching us via live TV on Topstar and then also on Facebook, they need to understand one of the things that we need to avoid or understand. It is that the Bible talks about sex, being a connection. You understand? So there's sharing of spirits that are contracting together. So when you have 2 or 3 women that you're sleeping with, there is a spiritual aspect of it that you are contracting. And then also when we go to the spiritual part, that is where you find the aspects of demons, soul ties, and all those things being tangled in. So having multiple sexual partners, yes, it can be fun enough for you to go out and have this one, go out and have this other one, but the glory fades away from the face of a human being because of doing that. Even when you are not married and then you are having those entertainment, you call them entertainment, sex before marriage, is still a sin. Fornication is a sin. All these are sins, but now when you have multiple, it's still a sin. And when you talk about multiple, you are not have multiplication, which means you have more than 2, more than 3, more than 4. What for? Because a woman is a woman. And why? What are you looking for?
Not to be dramatic. Not to be dramatic. Just Solomon. Many people, in fact, men. Solomon was a wise man. And if you recall very well, there was an aspect of him having.
Sorry to cut you short. No. Sorry to cut you short. Let me just explain. The issue of Solomon, we always look at it as a reference. If you're watching us live right now and you're a clergy, you'll be able to understand one thing. The Bible, when you read the Bible as a storybook, history book, you understand it in the flesh. And when you read it into revelation way, you get the revelation of the Bible. Let Jesus Christ, healed the sick by speaking the word. It is the word that he spoke, and the word is spoke through the Bible. And we read the Bible every time we talk about Jesus healed. Same with you and me today. So if you are trying to refer to Solomon, who is in the history of the Bible, you are reading him and trying to understand him because he had multiple sexual partners, he had more than concubines that you can have. Danji, today, let me just be frank with you. You have 7. There
What
is,
do you mean? How are you putting this? Who are 7?
no, okay, okay. Off the record.
Yes.
How can you have 7 women and manage to have all of them, and you call yourself a king? You call yourself, I'm a juggler. I'm a king. I'm everything. There is nothing that you are getting out, because I'll say this, and it's on record that I'll put it. It depends with how you view your woman. It takes how you see her and how you love her.
Yeah.
But women, I would say, they're just beautiful the way they are.
Yeah.
So beauty lies in the hands of the
eyes of the
people.
Let's be satisfied.
So you don't have to go. No, I'm looking for this one.
I don't know why. I get it.
And you're the single one. In fact,
You are single.
You're not.
Who's single? I'm not just
you-
engaged.
yeah, you
I'm
dated.
saying,
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying,
yeah.
let's be satisfied with
what we have.
One part.
Yeah,
Let's make our wives look beautiful.
Yeah.
And I don't know what is with us as men. We are called what? We are called dogs. Why? Because we're always hunting for whatever. You hunt,
Okay,
you
yeah,
find
but
people
yeah,
hunt you.
true.
Once you are searching,
What are you searching
you are
for?
searching, you will find, cancel all these other.
Okay.
But now the problem that we have is you find this one, okay, you keep her on, she's fine, you keep her. You find the other one, okay, you keep 5.
And then men don't only just date, they even marry. They end up married.
Yeah, true.
And they end up
Yeah.
having children as well.
Yes, I think that's-
And they can ship from one home to the other.
Yeah,
That's the
true.
reality.
True. Yeah.
But let's look at this aspect also of life.
Yeah.
There is sickness.
Yes.
There is sickness, and you end up contracting a disease that you can't. Life is very precious, and looking at having our topic today, we're talking about having multiple sexual partners, and we actually mean to say concurrent, which means it is Saturday, Friday, Sunday you are with them. And sexually, there's an addiction. You can be addicted to a certain, partner. You're like, okay, today I'm going to this one. Tomorrow I'll be with this one. But look at this.
Yeah.
There is an aspect of, decreasing in the spiritual aspect. You decrease. You are taking off your virtue every time from different. This one as a demon. This one as a demon. This one as a demon. This
And I wanted
one as
to
a
ask you,
demon.
Pastor.
And all of them.
And I wanted to ask you,
you
Pastor.
go down with them.
This was a question I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you in the beginning. No, that's just in the middle of a conversation. Is it something to do with possession, demonic possession?
It is.
That
It is.
tend
Yes.
to-
If somebody's possessed, for them to go like that.
He's not saying anything.
No. Look,
Listening right now.
Look. There's one thing that we have to actually address here. When you're growing up, you're like, okay, I want to be a doctor. You align yourself with what you want to do, right? And then you find your friends are doing very well as mechanics. You're like, wow, me too, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
There's already a switch in purpose. You understand? So your direction is your purpose in life. So you switch your direction. You find James is doing this. I'm switching to this. Same with the women we see. Look, let me tell you something. I'm married to a very beautiful woman.
Yes, and I'm
Very beautiful woman.
I am also in love with that.
But now, look at this. I'm married to a very beautiful woman. And let me tell you one thing. I need to tell you something. When I met my woman, I was actually 21 and she was 17.
So you're saying you've never dated beside her?
I've never. If there is anyone who is watching me right now, let them go to
You are a
court.
pastor,
and
you know that.
Wow. Let one go to court and
No, that
sue
one
me.
requires a kilo.
Wow.
A kilo.
Wow.
Give it away.
I have dated one, and when I was getting married, this I may not say it on TV
Yeah.
because it will create a lot of
But we already said it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've already said it. So what I'm trying to say is that when I met her, she was about 17 and I was 21,
Yeah.
and we were not dating or any relationship. We just became friends. And so as we are moving, the girl was very slim, small, very small. Today, as we are speaking, she's bigger than me. And so,
What do you mean, Pastor?
no, she's fat, thick.
Okay,
You know what I
thick,
can say?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I can say. If I was looking for a slim one at that time, and I found her, and today she's at the size that she is, I would say, no, okay, let me look for a small one because I was looking for a small one, a slim one. You understand? Those are the things that have created a lot of relationships and marriages. Comparison.
Alright.
When you start comparing your partner with that, Mr. CH has a better one.
Yeah.
You
I
s-
wish I'd.
And I feel that's where we're missing out as men in terms of taking care of our women.
Yeah.
The way we want to see our
And that
women.
is sorry to cut you short.
Okay, yeah.
Not just taking care. You can be taking care of your woman, but you should leave her and go.
Could
You
that be
understand?
pressures of life? Like life has got all
So
sorts of pressures.
I heard a quote. I heard a quote from somebody who said, "If I'm gonna school girl, I'm gonna go win. My mother must take a uniform."
Okay, that one is new.
It's new.
Like you
Like-
buy
like-
it and then she dresses up.
Yeah, then yeah.
No, like it comes back to what I
Yeah,
said as
true.
well. Like the way, you know, if you're in town, right, you see different women. Of course, beauty comes in with the dress code, the way a person has bathed and whatnot. So
But
if that's the
I mean, I'm
person,
not for you know.
How
what I
pastor?
mean.
So that's the reality. That's the reality.
Yeah.
You tend to, oh, this lady looks nice. That's in town. This lady looks nice. That nice that you see, you can mold that into a woman.
Yeah,
And I feel
true.
that's where we miss it.
So yeah, because here's the thing: most of us men, we're not content to say, so, okay, we go getters because we fighters. Okay, every time we pursue. When we achieve something, there's more that we want, and that is in us as men.
Yeah.
That's the reason why a lot of men out there, when they find the right woman, they're like, oh, okay, I think I need to find somebody who's better than this. I think I can do better. That's a problem that we face, like women. If you haven't programmed your mind to say, okay, I think right now I'm good with this one. If it's me making her mpange efonde fwanga. Ngafita ko panono ndakumba wakashikari na amstira kutuma futa. Abute ko panono. Okay, maybe kaya dress kari.
Okay, James, on that note, wait.
Yes.
Wait. A whistle has been blown. Thank you so much. If you've just joined us, you're watching Men's World of Live TV channel 112. On our Facebook page, we're also streaming. Get to send us, what do you think is the main cause, especially for you men? What's the main reason why we end up dating more than one woman? Get to send us that message. Let's get interactive. This is Men's World with me, Danchi, Mr. Chongo, Pastor Derek, James. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to be digesting and winding up our conversation. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Agriculture. What hits your mind when you hear the word agriculture? Food. Welcome to the Agripreneur Show. The Agripreneur Show brings you nothing but the very best in the agriculture world. On this show, we begin to understand further what our farmers go through, what they deal with to bring us food every day in our lives. Catch me every Saturday at 16 hours as I bring you agriculture on your screen.
Live TV. I mean entertainment. Entertainment for all.
Thank you so much for still staying put for this wonderful particular show, Men's World. Of course, if you have just joined us, this is Men's World. I've just said that. Mark the key word, men's and the world. This is our world, and what we talk about here, of course, women might anchor on them in their own version, but we will wait for that because we have something for you on the women to see how they will anchor this particular show. Could it be only for men or women? Well, Mr. Chongo, Mr. Pastor Derek, James, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back, viewers.
Let's keep the discussion now.
So as we were talking about the issue of having multiple sexual partners, concurrent sexual partners, and why men do that. I feel why women say all men are the same. It's one of the biggest mistake in life, and that is why a lot of women are actually single today. Ladies are still waiting for that Mr. Perfecto because of saying all men are the same. Because you are dating that guy who actually had more than 10. Those days we used to say no, he's double crossing. And double crossing ended a long time. Now there's Kenta crossing. Kenta is fine.
For me, this is the first time, Pastor. And I'm hearing from the Pastor.
Yeah, there's Kenta crossing. Kenta is
fine.
Kenta is five. Five.
Okay.
It's there's quadro, there's trio, quadro, Kenta. Yeah, so when you say double. Triple.
I get it.
I get it now. So you find that someone has 5, and those 5 is the person is able to manage, and this is a trend today. And these relationships are actually social media relationships. So you have one is in Zambia, one is in your area, one is in this area, and someone is managing them very well. But it creates, physical and spiritual retardation. Someone is delayed from their progress. They are unable to discover their purpose. And then also, you become comforted of, the physical, understanding of, this girl is okay, this one is okay. You are, the exchange of all the things you are doing,
Pastor,
sorry to just, let me just finish.
No, there's a lot of uploading. Let's go.
You find that a woman, a woman is beautiful. Yeah. The way you look at this lady is very beautiful, and this one is beautiful. And today, let me tell you, my brother, being a pastor and running a church, maybe my members are watching right now. I'll tell you something. All my members are beautiful. And if I'm not disciplined, you start looking at all your members, you're like, oh, Mulenga, Chanda. You understand? Because you are not focused. As a man, you need to have discipline. You need to understand that not everything should be offloaded everywhere.
Pastor, speaking about offloading, wait, we're not going to preempt that aspect. But Pastor, if you trickle it down to a real life relationship, I think even now we have a pop culture type of relationship in Zambia particularly, where back in the day, there were a time where we could have conversation with your partner, like you have that mutual connection with them. Nowadays, those conversations, they are never there. It's either, baby, take me out, baby, buy me this, baby, how are you, welcome, Kwasila. There's no real talk in our nowadays relationship. And I think that also is contributing to our dilution of our now relationships that we are having.
Yes.
You pastor, of course, you are lucky enough you got married to a beautiful woman, the woman that you only dated. that you got married to. You are lucky. Bless you, Pastor.
Amen.
But in the nutshell, for young millennials especially, we're now looking at what is really happening on the ground. Young people are moving from one person to the other, Bear in mind that there are diseases, of course. Bear in mind that the person that they are going out with has got another person. So it's like a chain distribution. And mind you, Pastor, when I hate the girl that I'm dating now, I hate the feelings. It means that the next person will take long to build that woman. Yeah. So it will mean the more effort for that person who will start dating that lady. Yeah. So you also have to understand this. It's not about only pleasing yourself, but it's also coming down to, if you hate that person, it means that the next person who's going to date that person will take a lot of effort to just repair that person to start loving the individual.
Okay, are you speaking? Oh, sorry, James. There's one thing here. Ndanji, you need to understand the era that we're in now. Do you know that people are moving on so fast? Like, you just tell them we are no longer together, they are already in another relationship.
That's true.
You find that someone is telling you to say, no, I think this will not work.
Tomorrow you somebody posting
actually,
photos.
I will give you an example of my own brother.
Oh, there's a testimony.
My own brother, he was planning to engage this girl. They are together talking and everything. And then there was something that happened in between. They break up on Friday. The girl got engaged on Monday.
Wow.
To another guy.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So now you see.
What would you do?
What would you do?
Without something,
you understand?
Gender-based violence.
You see, so there are emotions around having mild people.
Yeah.
Because personally, I respect women. And I hate, fighting, for what does not belong to me. So I fought for what belongs to me. And so if you come in my court, my guy, I'll hang you.
Speaking about my guy, James, you wanted to come on something.
Okay, so you brought out something. You say if you need to love what you have. You need to be content with what you have. So coming to like having a partner. So when I met my woman, I met my woman when she was broken. Like, she was broken. And
so you are the Messiah.
You can say that. So I met her when she was broken, and we didn't date like there and then. So we were friends, like so friends. When I met her, my mind was like, no, I want to find somebody. So I found her. So we began like friends are trying to console her. Oh, no, this is how it is. You can get over it. And from there on, I think something began to grow. It began to grow, and we began to talk. We began to talk, and we came to the point where we understood each other very well. We knew ourselves very well. Like, she knew me more than I knew myself, and I thought. And then it crossed my mind. In fact, she's the one who said, I think we have something in common. And it clicked. I was like, she's
prophetic.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, now I'll try to make a move. I'm a man. I cannot let her make a move. So I was like, all right, let me make a move. So I made a move, and time went on. From there on, I was like, okay, I think now I don't need anyone but this one.
And James, just before you go, you're gonna come back. When you made that move, say you made a move to approach her and ask her out, and eventually you had her.
Yeah.
Do you find time to sit down on your own to say that if I never made a move, probably this woman I would have never been with her, could have been maybe with somebody that maybe by now could have.
Okay, I don't know, but I don't know. But when you develop friendship with somebody,
it becomes easier.
Yeah, it becomes really, really easy. So yeah, moving on. I made a move and everything went on and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, now I think it's high time for me to focus on this person. Okay, let me be content with this person. So like, I told her the fact. I was like, okay, I've been a mess. Okay, my past life I've been a mess. I told her the truth. I've been a mess my past life, but right now I try to make things right. So if you're gonna stick with me through the thick and things, then we're gonna work things out right now. Yeah. That's how it was. So I was like, all right now, and because being a Christian as well. Being a Christian, as I was raised in a Christian family, I mean, in a house as well. So it was like I had to involve some spiritual people, some guidance Okay, like when it comes to the things that you do in a relationship, because I've done a lot in my past, and I don't want to bring my mistakes into my new and holy relationship. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right now, like I cannot lie to you. We argue sometimes, but I learn to understand. Because I understand myself, so I learn to understand her more. I know when she's pissed, and I know when she's in a bad mood, and I know if you understand your partner very well, there's more that you can love out of that. Because the reason why a lot of men ask, let's say we miss out, let's say wonderful and beautiful things from our women, is because we don't get time to know the person. Know the person
and
very
oftentimes,
well.
what is the end goal? Oftentimes, what is the end goal from men?
Because
oftentimes, what do they want?
It's like bang and go.
Could be that. Could be the case.
Okay.
Could be the case.
Yes, but mostly that's how it is. That's how it is.
Friendship.
That's a man. Yeah, because there's a man. I'll shoot one down. Okay, so there's a man. He was my friend though. So, like, this is what they do. It's like okay, I think right now I need to settle down. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll try and be faithful to this partner and whatever. And the moment if things go down, it's like, dude, I don't feel she's the right one for me. I was like, why? Okay, because you had let's say you had different motives when it comes to a relationship. So if you do not understand the person that you're with right now, learn the person, know the person. What do they like?
But James, the way you're talking, there's one aspect, men we also play around with.
Yes.
Mostly, I'm a graduate. I'm married.
Yes.
I leave it to you. So now look at this. I'll bring it in this manner. You know, the other aspect that destroy a lot of relationship is that the length that you go with a relationship. Look at a relationship that you go on with, about 7 years.
Yeah.
Are you studying medicine with somebody's child? What are you trying to study in her?
I'm still gonna come back. I'm still gonna let you finish your thoughts.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna still come back to your thoughts.
Okay, let me
Wait. Our viewers need to know that.
All right.
You're watching live TV channel 112. Get to like our Facebook page, send your comment and contribution. Yes.
So, Pastor Derek, you say, okay, I don't mean like dating somebody for so long. No, but knowing the person. That's a very, very important thing.
Yeah.
If you know a person, because that's why you can never know a person fully. Like you know a person here and there. Because the way that I know my woman right now, we're in a courtship. The way I know my woman right now, probably she can be hiding some stuff, but when we're married, I'll get to know her more. Mm-hmm. So it all starts with me knowing her right now, like looking at the phase that we're in, understanding her. Okay, so in this phase, because I remember when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, I know how we handled ourselves. Now that we on the next phase, there's a way. I think things have changed as well.
So the keyword. From Mr. Chong coming. So keyword is creating friendship. I think when you find friendship in a person, it becomes easy to love them and be content. Yeah. Unlike just dating for the sake of beauty and whatnot. And then the other fact, Pastor, that I wanted you to actually, maybe we can talk about it, is the fact that there was an outcry to say that let there be a law in Parliament that if a man dates a woman for 5 years and 6 years and then they break their heart or they dump them, they should be sued and fined or imprisonment included in that particular aspect. This was an outcry from both ends anyway. Because remember there was a guy that killed a lady back in the days because they got separated.
Yeah,
that was very sad. So the question around that was that some men cheat a lot, of course, and the reason why they cheat a lot because they are looking for another person who they deem is better than the person that they are dating with. And then men said, I think we have had it enough. Maybe we need a law that can be made in Parliament. It's a very sensitive topic if you look at it.
True.
So that if a person dates you for 3 years, if they dump you, at least let them be fined or imprisoned together.
Yeah, that's time wasting, bro. That's time wasting. Because you cannot spend all the time.
Just to we should ask ourselves this question: like, what is it that we want for our women? It's like the for fire.
Like,
let me give an example. Before when I met
you use need, not want.
What is that we need?
Yes.
What is everything?
Before I met my wife, I was like, okay, not what I'm saying, therefore, height, width, length, weight. You look at all that, like, okay, therefore what?
Checklist, Mr. Like I said,
Let him talk. Let him finish.
If you find one, the problem is to have Kudikanya, and like you said, trying to make a name that I've got different. I'm a boo, something. I can do what I want. I'm a man. And then the devil comes in with his social like. Yobo 13, Papa Minecham no Chive. I can go for another man's. I can go for another man's wife. The Mulan Yobo 13. How the devil is using school stuff, and then we have been so like we change the one. Now, do we understand why they never finish those things? We don't. Kind of moment what do. No, these women that we keep now are crushed. They've got feelings as well. So we have to know for today for
that's a putting in your shoes. You put yourself in your shoes. If I was in love with this woman and they dumped me or they cheated on me, how would it feel? And come back to James, what you made mention. There's a time if you're alone, you're thinking that when your girl has traveled somewhere and you're thinking that I don't think so. Maybe she might be doing something. Just know that there's a problem in that.
Insecurities.
Insecurities. She might be doing something, and those insecuriurities are reflected upon yourself as well.
Yeah, true.
Because if you trust yourself that you cannot cheat on your man, on your woman, it's evident enough that you will reflect that in our viewpoint that she wouldn't cheat on you. But the moment you start thinking, I think she's even maybe dating some other men. So maybe just for a backup plan, let me have another one. Pastor, you can come in.
All right, so
as we are concluding,
as we're concluding, so looking at the aspect that Mr. Chongo brought in, it is so important to be content with what you have. There's no plate that can be filled and overflow without the understanding of the beholder.
Wow.
When you understand the beauty around your woman, be it wakashika, waina, nangwifine fwe bafupi fine foto aba, mwana kashinga na kutemwa nishina kutemwa fi.
Yeah, true.
Takuwa bati ni super yandi, live yandi. You know, when someone loves you, they will be content with how you look. No matter how the next girl is passing, neither ni wanchito, there'll just be that respect and also that, restriction around you. Because, takwa batama feelings yandiaba 100%, we have about 50-70%. It's according to how you take yourself, they will charge themselves according to how you take yourself. That is why we'll even protect ourselves from different vices. Such as ubuchende every time discipline it's to be content. If you meet your woman, you say, okay, me, I like her, I love her the way she is. There is liking and loving. Today we are finding people, I like the way she looks. There is no love, there is liking. You like her. You are attracted by the beauty and everything, but you have not spoken to the woman. You understand? That is why we say I'm looking for a wife material. You as a guy, are you a man material? Are you a husband material?
True.
So when you are looking at a wife material, you need to be a husband material also. You can't look for a material that you yourself you are not that material. It can't suit. Two cannot work together unless they agree. So if I'm going to work with my woman, we have to agree on some certain things. And when we don't agree, that is when you find that you are trying to fill the gap with another guy outside and trying to still stand with your husband. You are with your boyfriend. The other thing again in relationships today, benefits, material things, materialistic. From the guys also, you are looking for a woman who will support you. That is why you come in with the sugar mummies and all those words, because you are trying to fit the environment. There's one who is sponsoring your school fees. You are in university. You have this one who is paying for your rent. You have this one, and you manage all of them. You are not a manager. You are a prisoner. You are not managing them. You are a prisoner. Once it consumes time. One woman, just one wife at home, consumes my time. There is attention, there is care, there is everything that I have to put in. And also it creates laziness. Having multiple sexual partners creates laziness. The time you spend with that partner, the time you spend with that one, you end up blaming the government than blaming yourself, because you have a problem in you. And there is no demon in you apart from you being the demon.
Pastor Derek,
let me just end. So if you are a man enough, manage one woman, you'll be rich, you'll be successful. We have examples.
Solomon, like the president-elect himself.
Let's not talk about him. Let's look at Solomon in the Bible. Do you know why Joseph was richer and so stable in his life? Because he had only one woman that was chosen for him. Solomon, what testimony do you have about Solomon apart from building the temple and having concubines? Your legacy will not be defined by how many women you have slept with. Your legacy will be defined by the record you have set straight for your life. And setting a record straight with your legacy, it is your fruits that people are seeing. You cannot set a record by sleeping with the whole world. You can't manage. There is HIV, there is Bola Bola, there is Kaswende and others. You attracted 12 shika, 3 days we are gone. We continue with our lives. But you go. So that is why men should always understand that there is no beautiful woman more than the one you have. Just be content. Look at me in the morning. You know, she wakes up in the morning, no makeup, nothing. You look like you are together. You are men. You start running. You're like, oh my God, why? My God, why? You know, there are some women you are at the mall with your wife. You are coming and you look at the God, why?
I think
you look at God, why?
We should say,
we're running out of time. We're running out of time. So, but women also need to take care of themselves so that they don't have those problems. Your last remarks,
my last remarks is, guys, having multiple sexual partners biblically, it's wrong. It's very wrong. Let's have one woman, and
one is enough.
Let's have one is enough, yes, and let's treat that woman that we have like a queen, so that she can treat us like a king, like kings. So we should have one person. Let's stick to that one. Let's cancel all those so that we don't. So that we don't. We're not called as a player. Because there's one guy who said player. I said, no, I'm not a player. You're a player because you're dating.
Stock exchange.
A player at what time your time is limited. You'll be like, I need to delay, or you want to say another one, But the punishment, you give yourself punishment. You want to, like Pastor Derek was saying, look up you perhaps even were not distracted. Your focus, you lose focus on what you want to do in your life. So one person, one woman is fine. That woman, if now what a problem nankwe, ask God the manu book. Then let's sala kulanga banyina mwipshena tuyalisha. Then banyina kwa mupangile supership wala. You see, so let's ask God, how am I going to? Then God will say, oh, manu book ne mpangile name here. Then God will direct you to the mother to So we should ask God for that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chomba.
Thank you very much.
James.
Okay, so my last remarks, what we will us men, what we really need to do is, first we have to be content with what we have. Okay, there is beauty, there's inner beauty in these women that we're with. Okay, I'm content with what I have right now. I will not say much. I will not go deeper than like Mr. Chongo, because he's been in marriage for so long and he has experienced that. But when it comes to my experience though, I know having multiple partners doesn't work. Doesn't work. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun if you have multiple. Yes, it really feels as if it's fun. but it's time consuming, like the pastor has illustrated. It time consuming, money wasting as well, and you cannot even focus. Your feelings will be scattered though. Okay, you cannot have a stable mind because you have this thought there, and nothing will stand. But if you have one woman, I'm telling you, you achieve your goals. And because like the normal saying, they say behind every successful man there's a what? A woman. They didn't say there are women. There is a woman. That's one single. So if you want to be successful as well, just have a single partner, plan together, build together, get rich together. Simple. That's how it is. Barack Obama, Michelle. That's how it is. So all these successful men that have seen, like Jeff Bezos, we talk about even Mark Zuckerberg as well. We talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. In fact, Cristiano Ronaldo never dated a woman apart from his wife. Long-time girlfriend up to now. They have a family. You see? Successful. He's determined. He knows what to do because he's got the woman who's the brains of the operations. That's how it is. But men out there dating.
So wait, my last remarks.
Your last remarks.
So couple goals, relationship goals, very important. And I think I wouldn't want to dilute the already mentioned proper words that you have laid down. The men here, of course, one woman, greater achievements. And I think if you have problem with knowing what you really want, you can seek counsel from pastors. I think pastors like Pastor Derek, they are open to hear and share and guide you on how you can control, because emotional intelligence also is a key factor that a lot of people usually don't understand and they need to manage. So I think the key takeaway here is that let's stick to one partner and we'll go a long way. And this is the world that God created. He created man and one woman. Even Eve and Adam in the Garden of Eden, it was Eve and Adam, just one woman, one guy. So there's no way we can change the narrative to say that, okay, now things are different. Those are old days. No. In fact, there's a saying, history does repeat itself, but it can repeat itself in a very harsh way if you're not careful. So guys, thank you so much for joining the men's world. We had a super good time here. Next week, we have a quiz which is going to be going on here. Of course, we're going to be doing some paper picking. I think we're going to do something classic. Every episode, we do something different from what we are doing. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's first episode, by the way. We could have popped some bottles here, but unfortunately, don't worry, we have reasons why we couldn't. But definitely we'll have something exciting for you on this platform. So until next time, it's keep watching live.
Keep watching live.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.